Uthola ukuthi upheka ngcono kunechef. Maka yona yabamba ibhodo mele ibhadale. Ngoba inephepha wena onganalo. Ngizama ukukuvezela ukuthi sonke siyakwazi ukuhamba. Siyawalka siya mall siya kuphi. But kunabantu ababhadalela ukuhamba ngoba banephepha lokuhamba. And labo bantu bababiza ama-modelers. Bakholela nje ukuhamba. Ngamanye amagama nezinto ekumele sizenze wena waba nephepha lakhona uyakhona. Iphepha liyayithinta i-price tag yomuntu. That is why njengoba la awuzelanga ukuzoyenza abangani. Njengoba ulana awuzelanga ukuzofoma ikhu yakho. I-one into izele uzothola iphepha eliyokusiza uthola iphepha. Iza ngikusize ke kancane sesiyacela. Mawungena eclass bafuna iphepha elibuya ekliniki. Mawujoyina iclass. Mawuphuma eclass uye primary bafuna iphepha eliphuma eclass or lasekliniki. Mawuye high school bafuna iphepha elibuya primary. Mawuye college or university bafuna iphepha elibuya high school. Mawuyofuna umsebenzi bafuna iphepha futhi i-CV. Kahle kahle empilweni uzele ukuzocollecta amaphepha.
Ay, Sulanda.
At the end of the day, pay attention. At the end of the day, zonke le ndawo zifuna amaphepha. Kule ndawo abanandaba ukuthi ubabakho ubani. Kule ndawo abanandaba ukuthi uzalwa ubani. As long iphepha lakho lamanamba bawafunayo bayakunika into oyifunayo. That is why mawuqeda ukubanika i-CV inyanga mayiphela bakunikeza elinye iphepha ekuyimali. Kahle kahle sonke lesikhathi bowucollecta amaphepha for le pay. Manje inkinga, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Inkinga yale phepha lilandwa ngamaphepha. Inkinga yale phepha ukuthi uthole le phepha eliyimali kunamaphepha ekumele ube nawo. Ngiyazama nje ukukusiza. Never allow your background to turn your back to the ground. Bamba no. Never allow your background to turn your back to the ground. Bamba no. Awukhethanga ukuzalelwa la uzalelwe khona. Awukhethanga. Mawuyakhetha ukufela lapho. Ukuzalelwa khona awukhethi. Makukuthi uzugugele lapho uyakhetha. Now ngifuna ukuthi ubambe lokho bese uyakuzwisisa ekuhambeni nesikhathi. Please don't laugh. This is important to me, what I'm going to say. My favorite insect in the world is Impugani. Don't laugh. This is the reason. Impugani gwabona ukudla somewhere, impugani iyavela. Gwabona ukudla eplastikini esigangeni, impugani iyavela. Uzoyithola impugani igcwele everywhere. Makana into engayifunda ngempugani. Izalelwa ekudleni ekubolile, izalelwa esigangeni, izalelwa out of bacteria, mara mayifa yenza sure ifela phakathi kwama-kelloggs. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Ayikho impukane engike ngayibona efela endaweni ebhedayo. Zonke impukane itsini ifela phakathi kwe-cappuccino or ifela phakathi kwama-kelloggs. Mara yenza show ukuthi la ngiyofa khona kumnandi. Yenza show ukuthi la ngiyofela khona kungcono. Ngiyazama nje ukukusiza bese siyathandaza. awukwazi ukufika esikolweni uthola abanye abantwana badlala eklasini bangapay attention bese uyabajoyina. Yazi why? Anibuye emakhayeni afanayo. That is why umuntu makafuna ujoyina umdlalo wakhe ungawujoyi ngoba wazi ukuyaphi. Wena kungenzeka emndenini wakho so ithemba labo lokugcina. So mawudlale ngabo ulimaza abantu abaningi. So ngizama ukukusiza ukuthi this is about you. And mawubhali, are you aware ukuthi mawubhali exam wafeyila kufeyilanga wena? Kufeyila umndeni wakho onke. It's not about you, lento ayisingawo. That is why kunomama obekezelela ukuthukwa aqina indlu yomunye umama ngenxa yakho. Abekezelela ukuthukwa, abekezelela ukuthi bamphindisa aqhokobheka ayithuka ayi3 but akenzanga kahle abekezele ngenxa yakho. Lo mama bekangathatha imali yakhe azithengela amasofa amasha maka wadela impilo yakhe wathi kulonyaka I'm going to invest in my daughter. Ayisingawe lento. Lento ayisingawe. Kunabantu ekunomelanga ubalimazi, kunabantu ekunomelanga ubazwisa ubuhlungu ngoba at the end of the day ngokufeyila kwakho or ngedefeat yakho kulimala bona. So ngifuna ungene exam room nalomqondo ukuthi lento ayisingami. Kunabantwana bakini abalandela wena kumele banikiswe uwe esikolweni uyayibona ukuthi ayisingawo. Ayisingawo le. Kunempilo kumele uyi-introduce kini lento ayisingawo. Akusimnandi uthi noma going somewhere or jogging in the morning ubona abantu baqueuile eclinic ngo5:30 ekuseni akusimnandi. Le mpilo akumelanga iqhubeke isikhathi eside. Uwe kumele ukhiphe umndeni wakho kulesimo. Lento ayisingawe le. Ngasicabanga ukuthi special ngalendlela ukuthi I made it. Kunabanye abantu mabaqeda ukufunda I made it by myself. I worked hard. I said ngithi you are lying. Kunomuntu bekakuthengela usafunda kunomuntu bekakuthengela i-airtime ngemali yakhe. You can't say you made it by yourself. Lesa school bag asithenga ngawuwe. Leya calculator noma ipresswa uwe ithenga ngawo. Yebasali uwe into bethayo manje ngizama ukukuvezela ukuthi njengoba ula kune family oyirepresentayo and akumelanga ubafele labo bantu. Yazini into ebuhlungu empilweni. Into ebuhlungu ukuthi ukhule kube nesikhathi la ubaba okuzalayo akufonele athi uyagula akekho right ukuthi ufuna ukuya esibhedlela kanti awunamali yokummixa esibhedlela. Manje ubona ngathi education useless ngoba awukahlangani nezimo ezifuna education. I-education isidingo. It is a need. It is not something that we want. It is something that we need. So as you get ready to pray, this must be a personal conviction. The question is, what is your excuse? Banye abantu mabaqeda ukufeyila excuse yabo abothisha akangithandi akangizwisisi. Banye mabaqeda ukufeyila excuse yabo it's the parents. But what I know, when you want something you find a way. When you don't want it you find an excuse. Into mawuyifuna kamampela uthola indlela. Mawungayifuni kahle kahle uthola ama-excuse. There is always somebody to blame. But I know that you are destined for great things. I know you can achieve greater things. I know you can go far to greater places. But stop making excuses. Find a way. Nobody owes you anything. Umhlaba ukoloti nix. Njengoba ufikile emhlabeni, it is the ball is in your court. You need to study, you need to work as hard as you can, you need to invest as much as you can. Neglect friends. That is why legama friend lino end ekugcineni. Bazama ukukutshela ukuthi fry ends siyafrya bese siyaqeda. What they are trying to say ukuthi never invest too much in it. Never put your energies in it. Never sacrifice your study time because of a friend. Because soon and very soon it will end. So all I'm trying to say ukuthi Do whatever you have to do so that you can do what you want to do. Let me share this and then we pray. People don't know this. I'm sharing it with you today. I grew up with a challenge. It's not a disease, it's a challenge. I grew up with a challenge called dyslexia. Iskati Sahamba, my mother passed away in 2014. I developed a challenge called epilepsy. Dyslexia is an inability for the brain to process words. Meaning when you are dyslexic, in our levels were called our fine. But we had a challenge of reading and putting information, reading from a book and putting information in our heads. It was a challenge. If you know my brother, maybe one day you will see him. Up until today, I love him with all of my heart. Up until today, he can't read, but he's not broke. This is what I'm trying to say to you. Every time you're motivator or to preach in assemblies, it was like that was the only thing that is in my heart that I can be able to do. And my dad would say, bese ngithi baba mangawa ngila endlini kuyenzakala asithangiyi ukuyoshumayela bese ngiwe la ekhishini yini engcono ukuyowela entweni engiyithandayo than ukuwa phambi kwakho. That is when he noticed ukuthi I'm not making excuses of my condition. I am finding a way. Even today with my family in marriage, still the same story. Who tried to halal? Ki worried? How kawa? Better kilowela kwa than here. And usually with the faith that I have, it never happens. Because I always tell the Lord, I cannot do your will and suffer like that. I need to break free. And that is why I'm able to know scriptures by head, which readers struggle to do. Why? Because when you are dyslexic, you have a special gift. You don't learn the way people learn. You learn by looking, you learn by listening. Everybody I meet is my textbook. Everybody I meet. That's why I'm going textbook. Sengizwile kuwe ngiyitshela abanye laba abanye bacabanga ukuthi ngifundile mina kanti ngizwe ngawo. This is what I'm trying to say to you. Why I'm sharing this. Stop making excuses. A friend of mine is helping me to write my book, which will be out on my birthday on the 11th of September. I am talking, he is writing, but it's my book. Ngiyakhuluma sihlale sofeni ngikhulume yena bhala mara mayiphuma kuseyakhe yami ngoba umqondo wami. This is what I'm trying to say. Why am I writing this book? I am finding a way, not an excuse. My question is, what is your excuse? Eliminate excuses. Maungena la piano klasini, do whatever you can do. Invest in it. Be positive. Rise above the bar. Know that in order for you to be the best, you must work more than the rest. You can't be the best if you are lazy. Laziness is a mother to poverty. Vila pozofute. Aliki verse la tu Jesu ngimbizile hlalani emakhaya nilindi Sunday. Aliki verse la tu Jesu ngikubizile yekela isikolo. Ubizwe yini? Bayamangaza abantu ababizwa manje. Bahlulwa isikolo baqala amabandla. And the mawilandelela lento akusi calling le. Ushawe impilo so ubona ukubalekela kulento kungcono ngizama ukukusiza. Njengoba uzela esikolweni uzela ukuzoshumayela uzela ukuzofunda. Ungalenzi iphutha lokulahlekelwa into ephethe. You have enough ability. Jesus Christ had a profession. UJesu bekayi carpenter. Paul was a tent maker. There were fishermen in the Bible. In the Bible, there are farmers. So njengoba wena uthi ubiziwe mara ufuna ukwenza nix, ubizwe ubani? Ngoba lo muntu okubizile ubhizi self. The question is, ubizwe ubani? That's why I'm saying, study as much as you can, work as much as you can, give it your all, invest in it. You have enough ability. I always say, if a guy like me is able to break barriers, a guy like me, just a normal guy like me, what about you? You can do greater things. You can do things that are far beyond. You can do things that are impossible. Nothing is impossible with the willing heart. As long as your heart is willing, you can achieve greater things. As long as your heart is willing, you can go to places. As long as your heart is willing, you can go far. I pray that your brain may get a wake-up call. This is your life. That is why uJesu, he's a teacher. That is why abanye mabambiza bebathi rabbi, our teacher. That is why a teacher is always quiet during a test. Angsu Jesu is a teacher. That is why mawungena kuma test ubona ngathi uJesu thulile. Ngoba a teacher must always be quiet when we are writing a test. Nala esikolweni uthisha kakhuluma masibhala test. Ngoba a teacher must be quiet when we are writing, because the teacher believes I have given you enough information to answer these questions. That is why not Jesu songena ezintweni ukunikezile impendulo zonke in his word to conquer. You just have to use what he gave you. Don't let your parents down. Don't let yourself down. Please study. Work as much as you can. Give it your all. I'm talking to girls. Angeke ngi-explain le nto engizoyisho. Ngizoyisho bese ngiyathandaza. Never open a Christmas present before Christmas, because Christmas will lose value. You understand? I fully explanation. Never open a Christmas present before Christmas, because Christmas will lose value. We are missing I fully explanation. Pay attention.